Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, with another one. And today, in the wake of the Terence Crawford versus Amir Khan fight, or debacle, whichever term you find more applicable, we're discussing the Boxing Scene article. Arum says Haymon will tell Spence, don't listen to the white guys. So, let's get into it. Bob Arum, the promoter of Terence Crawford, spoke to reporters. He was visibly angry, and Arum made it known that, at least according to him, the only reason Crawford v. Spence hasn't happened and won't happen anytime soon is because the notoriously private Haymon will not allow it. This is Bob Arum. Arum went on to say that because you can't hear what he's going to say. Arum told a group of reporters referring to Haymon, he's gonna say, Spence, listen to me. Don't listen to the white guys. Because if you listen to those guys, they're gonna steer you down the road. I'm assuming the wrong road. Listen to me, brother. We're part of a brotherhood. And if I tell you not to fight Crawford, I'm telling you not to fight Crawford. That's exactly what Al Haymon will say, according to Bob Arum. So, Bob Arum is saying it's a brotherhood thing. It's not a boxing thing. Arum insists he's not the one preventing Crawford. Let me clear that picture up. Yeah, okay, it's a bit clearer now. Arum insists he's not the one preventing Crawford v. Spence from happening. He has not divulged details regarding his plan to complete the Crawford-Spence negotiations, so the deal will work contractually and financially for both parties. Instead, Arum blamed Haymon and boxing writers for the fact that Crawford-Spence hasn't happened. Arum did not accept any personal responsibility or accountability, despite his continual public attacks on Haymon. Those could not possibly have helped his cause. So, Al goes on to say, regarding Al, he's a scamster, and unless he's called out, and unless you people get off your asses and call him out, it's going to continue. I really put a lot of blame on the boxing writers. It is inexcusable not to make fights that people want to see. It is inexcusable. Now, I don't believe that he thinks Spence is going to beat Crawford. Now, some people think Spence is going to beat Crawford, and Spence thinks that he's going to beat Crawford. I know that for a fact, but Al Haymon doesn't believe that Spence will beat Crawford, and he won't do the fight. Those are Bob Arum's word. Arum referred to the reported $500 million Waddell and Reed invested in Haymon's premier boxing champions. Arum's Top Rank Inc. filed a federal antitrust lawsuit against Haymon and Waddell and Reed in July 2015 that sought $100 million in damages and an injunction to stop predatory practices. In that suit, Arum claimed that Haymon's PBC is a monopoly and that it violates federal antitrust laws and the federal Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act. Arum and Haymon reached an undisclosed settlement in May 2016. Arum, a Harvard-educated attorney who worked for the U.S. Department of Justice in the early 1960s, didn't offer any proof early Sunday morning of any misconduct by Haymon. A spokesman for Haymon and Premier Boxing Championships or Champions declined on Sunday to address Arum's remarks. And now for my breakdown of this whole situation. It is clear to me that Bob Arum, we see here, is not blameless. Bob Arum is casting Al Haymon as some kind of shadowy figure, which to an extent he is because he stays out of the limelight, almost gangsterish. Al Haymon seems to almost live by some kind of gangster code. Don't photograph me. Where's the picture? There's a particular picture that reflects that. See Al Haymon's expression here. There are very few pictures of Al Haymon. He almost operates, in some senses, like some old school gangster. Doesn't like to be pictured. Very few pictures of him. But another guy who acts like a bit of an old school gangster is Mr. Bob Arum himself. It is reputed that there were and are some financial irregularities in Al Haymon's dealings with Mr. Pacquiao, we see here. And of course, Pacquiao left Bob Arum's promotion under what some say was some acrimonious circumstances relating to what Pacquiao believes was some financial irregularities on the part of Al Haymon. So, could it be that we've got old school gangster Bob Arum versus old school gangster Al Haymon? Could we be witnessing some kind of white collar gangsterism? Far from me to say, but it does seem like these two characters are operating some kind of old school gangster beef. Bob Arum, the ex-attorney, Al Haymon, the guy who likes to stay out of the view of the camera, operates behind the scenes. What we do know is that Al Haymon owns PBC, and he has the term of advisor. He advises Spence. Spence says he's on one side of the road and Terence Crawford the other. We know that he advises fighters like Luis Ortiz. Anthony Joshua is trying to fight Luis Ortiz. But as my subscribers will know from previous videos, and in particular a video about Ortiz's reluctance to cross the road to fight Joshua, as you will know, Ortiz expressed a willingness to be ready, but he said, "I don't know if my managers will allow me." So, is it the case that the monopoly allegation from Arum regarding Haymon has an element of validity? You, folks, can be the judge. This is Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. I'll be going deeper into this. I'll be going very, very deep into this allegation of PBC operating some type of closed door operation. We see the likes of Deontay Wilder only wanting to fight PBC guys, other PBC guys. You have to believe that mentality, that philosophy has been handed down to him from the master, the Grand Master, the Grand Poobah, the man himself, Al Haymon, Director of Operations, Director of Thinking, Director of Manipulations. Wilder only wants to fight PBC guys, other PBC guys. Brazil is a PBC guy. This thing is deep, ladies and gentlemen. This is very deep, and I will be conducting an investigation series into PBC holding up fights that people want to see. Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. That's Hearn versus PBC. Anthony Joshua versus Ortiz. That's Hearn and the Zone versus PBC. Anthony Joshua versus Kawasaki, the Polish guy. Is he PBC too? Is he PBC too? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think so. Joshua versus Andy Ruiz is definitely Hearn versus PBC. We're heading into choppy waters, ladies and gentlemen. We're heading into some very choppy waters. I'm going to go deep into this. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And with regards to subscribing, word has reached me from a subscriber who is not getting all of the notifications. So what I suggest you do is, for those who are subscribed, click on the notification icon, the bell. If you've activated it, click it and it will deactivate. Then click it once again and it will reactivate. And hopefully that should solve that issue, if it is an issue. Okay, thank you. Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, and I'm out.